Hey everyone, welcome to SFDC Central. In this video, we will start with a brief introduction of flows in Salesforce. Then we are going to talk about different types of flows, building blocks of flows, and finally, we will create a simple flow to detail the concepts. So what is Salesforce Flow? It's a product from Salesforce which allows us to automate business processes using declarative tools instead of writing code. We create a flow using a tool called Flow Builder, which we are going to see shortly. There are different kinds of flows. Screen flows allows us to interact with user and capture input through a form. Record triggered flows are launched when a record is created, updated, or deleted. Schedule triggered flows run at a specified time and frequency, typically processing a batch of records. Platform event triggered flow is launched in response to triggering of a platform event. Auto-launched flow, no trigger. This type of flow does not trigger automatically. Instead, it has to be triggered either through a Apex code, processes, or through a REST API. There are three main building blocks of flows. Elements. They represent the individual steps in a flow. They can be further categorized into interaction elements like screens, logic elements like assignment or decision, and data elements such as create records or update records. Connectors are used to connect the elements together and control the execution path. Resources are used to store values accessed by the flow later in the execution. Example of resources are variables, constants, collections, and many more. Now we are going to build a simple flow to understand the details. Let us go through the requirements first. We need to provide end user a visual wizard-like screen to quickly create a case record from organization's default homepage. Users will need to fill three input fields: contact, account, and case origin related to a case record. Once the case record is created, we post a message to case record's chatter feed. Finally, we display a confirmation message back to the user with a link to newly created case record. I have mentioned the high-level steps below that we are going to take while building this flow. Let's create this flow. Click on gear icon and select Setup. In Quick Find box, type Flows. Click on Flows. Click on the button New Flow. Here we need to select the type of flow we are going to create. In our case, we are going to create a screen flow. So select it and click Create. This is the flow builder. On the left, we have the toolbox where we can select elements and use them to create our flow. In the Manager tab, we can create new resources such as variables and constants. On the top, we have the button bar where we have buttons for running the flow, debugging the flow, activating the flow, and saving the flow. And in center, we have the canvas area where we'll be dropping elements and connecting them together to create our flow. We have two types of layout for the flow: freeform and auto layout. If we choose auto layout, then elements will be connected for us automatically. Let's choose auto layout. By default in Canvas, we have two elements, start and end. We are going to add more elements. To do that, click on the plus button. Now we see three different categories of elements. The first one is interaction elements, which has three subtypes: screen, action, and subflow. We have logic elements such as assignment, decision, loop, collection sort, and collection filter. And then we have data elements where we have options like create records, update records, get records, delete records, and rollback records. Let's add a screen element to our flow. On the right side, we have the screen properties. We'll enter the screen label as case screen. API name will be auto-populated. Then click Done. Then click Save on the button bar. Provide a label for the flow. We call it Quick Case. API name is auto-populated. Click on Save. Now we are going to create a new resource for this flow. In the Manager tab, click New Resource. In the resource type dropdown, select Variable. For API name, select Case. In data type, select Record. For object, select Case. Click on Done. Double-click Case screen to open it. Now we will add a few picklist fields to the screen. To do that, we'll scroll to the bottom and select picklist field and drop it on the screen. We name this picklist field Contact. API name will be auto-populated. Data type will be text. We click in the choice field and click on New Choice Resource. We select resource type as Record Choice Set. We provide the API name as Contact Choice Picklist. We select object as Contact. And in conditions requirement, we select None Get All Contact Records. In choice label field, we type name and then select full name. Data type will be text. We select choice value as ID, which is contact records ID. In store more contact field values, for the field, we select ID, which corresponds to contact ID. And we are going to store this contact ID in case records variable. We click on variable, we select case, and then select contact ID. Click Done. Similarly, we are going to add accounts picklist. We name it account. Data type will be text. We click on choice and create a new choice resource. In resource type, we select record choice set. We provide a API name. In object name, we select account. In filter account records, condition requirements, we select none get all account records. In configure each choice, for choice label, we select name, which corresponds to account name. Data type will be text and choice value will be account ID. In field, we select account ID and we store this account ID in case records variable. We click on variable, select case, and then select account ID. Click done. Again, we drop a picklist field on case screen. We name it case origin. Data type will be text. In choice, we select new choice resource. In resource type dropdown, we select picklist choice set. For API name, we select case origin picklist. For object, we select case. For data type, we select picklist. For field, we select origin. We click done. Click on done again. This completes our case screen. Now let us add another element to create the case record. Click on plus icon. Scroll down to data elements and select create records. Choose case label as create case. API name will be auto-populated. In section create a record from these values, select the case variable and click on done. Now we are going to add another element to post a message to cases chatter feed. Click on plus icon. Select the action element. In search box, select chatter and then select post to chatter action. In label, type in post to cases feed. Click in message field and click on new resource. In the resource type dropdown, select text template. For API name, type in chatter message. Click on the dropdown and select plain text. In body section, type in a new case was created. Click done. In target name or ID, select case and then select the ID field. Click on done. Now we are going to add a new screen for confirmation message. Click on plus icon. Select screen. Type in label as confirmation message. Click on configure footer. In previous button section, select hide previous. In the component section, select display text and drop it on the screen. For API name, type in confirm message. For message, type in thanks, the case was created. Highlight the case and click on link. In link URL, type this value and click save. Click done. Now our flow is done. Let us save and activate it. We click on activate. The flow is activated. Now let us add this flow to the home page. To do that, we go to setup and search for Lightning App Builder. We select Lightning App Builder. We click on New Lightning Page button. In Create New Lightning Page dialog, we select Home Page and click Next. We type in label as Quick Case. We click Next. We click on Clone Salesforce Default Page and select Home Page Default and click on Finish. In the component section on the left, we select the flow component and drag it above the assistant. Select the flow component and in the flow dropdown, select Quick Case. We click Save, click on Activate, then we click on Assign as org default and click Save again. Next, we click on Back button and check the new homepage that we have built. Click on App Launcher and then select Service. We are navigated to the homepage screen. On the right, we see the new screen flow that we have created called Quick Case. Let's use this screen flow to create a new case record. We click on Contact dropdown and select a contact. We click on Account and select an account. We click on Case Origin and select Case Origin as Web. We click Next. We get a confirmation message that a new case was created and we get the case link. We click on Case Link and we are navigated to the newly created case record. We can verify the contact name and the account name that we have selected in the previous screen. And in the feed screen, we can see that a new message was posted to the chatter feed. This concludes our case creation sample flow. To summarize, today we looked at basics of Salesforce Flow and Flow Builder tool. We built a flow which allows users to quickly create a case record by providing minimum information. Then we created a new default homepage and added our flow to it. At the end, we tested our flow and ensured that it is working as expected. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Until next time, bye.